Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. So today's story is going to be a pretty crazy story, and I really hope you all enjoy this. So yeah, let's get into it. So this story all takes place back in 2024, literally just last year. I was just chilling in my room, literally just doing nothing, and my homie calls me up, and he's like, "Yo, bro, what you doing tonight?" And I'm like, "Literally nothing, man." And he's like, "Yo, I've got this party that my friend's hosting. If you want to come by, that's totally cool." And I was like, "Of course, dude." And he's like, "All right, bet. You want me to pick you up?" And I was like, "Sure, man." So around 9 o'clock comes around, my homie comes and picks me up, and we drive down to this party. Now, on the outside, this party looked pretty chill. Obviously it was a teenager party, so there are people smoking, there are people drinking. The average stuff you see at a party. Now, I was vaping at the time, right? At this point, I was just vaping, just doing all that stuff. Not really caring about life. So obviously, I see some people vaping. I go over there and I start talking with them. Now, I'm gonna call my homie Brad for the sake of the story. So me and Brad walk over to the people that are vaping. We start just hitting their vapes, start just doing stuff. Literally just do the stuff that a normal a teenager in this generation would do. So we're all doing that, and about 10 minutes into this, Brad's gone. I look around and I'm like, "Yo, where the fuck did Brad go?" And I ask my homie, and he's like, "Oh, I think he went out with some girl." And I'm like, "Okay, cool. Because I'm not Brad's parent. I don't really care what he does, but I just want to know where my homie is, because that's my ride home." So after that, I'm like, "All right, they're probably gonna go around and just do some stuff. Him and a girl alone. Obviously, something's gonna go down." So I walk into the kitchen. I grab a beer. I start drinking, and about 20 to 30 minutes go by, and Brad is still not here. And I'm like, "Yo, where the fuck did this guy go?" So I start asking around a few people. I'm like, "Yo, have y'all seen Brad? Have y'all seen Brad?" And everyone is just saying no, they just saw him with some girl. And I'm like, "Fuck, man." So at this point, it's getting pretty late. It's going to be like 11 or so, and I kind of want to get home. I really don't want to be spend the night at some house like at a house party. So I start looking around. I'm like, "Yo, Brad, Brad, just calling out his name, seeing if he'll come around." And of course, I don't find him. So I'm like, "All right, fuck, man, I gotta go find him." So I start looking around these rooms, right? I start coming around, so open up the doors, be like, "Brad, you here?" And I opened up this one door. Now the other doors that I was opening up, they seemed just they were just empty rooms. Nobody was in there. Nobody was doing anything. But this room was a bit different. You'll see what I mean in just a second. So I keep calling out, "Brad, where are you?" And I open up this door. And what I saw when I opened up this door was something I didn't think I would see. Now, before I tell y'all what it is, if you don't want to hear, or you already know what's about to happen, please skip this part. And if you don't know what's about to happen, you don't want to hear it, then I don't know why you're watching this video. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. So open up the door. And what I see is a naked girl on the bed. And I see Brad on top of her. And Brad is also naked. And Brad was penetrating the girl. And the girl was moaning. We all know what this means. So immediately after this, I'm like, "What the fuck?" So I closed the door. I slammed the door shut. And I just walked the fuck away. I'm like, nope. We're not doing this right now. I walk away so quickly. I walk into to the kitchen, grab a beer, and just start drinking. And then my one homie comes around about five minutes. One of the people at the house party. He wasn't really my homie, but he was kind of like a good friend that I made. He's like, "Yo, it's find Brad," and I'm like, "Yep, sure did. I sure did find Brad." He's like, "All right, cool." He walks away, and about 20 more minutes goes by. Brad walks out with the girl, and I look at him. He looks at me, and we both just give each other that look of just like, "Bro, what were you doing?" So about 30 minutes after that, Brad comes up to me. He's like, "Yo, bro, you ready to go?" And I'm like, "Yeah, let's go." So after that, we leave. I say goodbye to everybody, and we get in Brad's car, and we start driving back to my house. Now, for the first 5 minutes of that car ride, it was pretty silent because it was pretty awkward. And Brad decides to strike up a conversation. He's like, "Yo, man, did you open up the door with me and that girl?" And I'm like, "Yep, sure did." And he's like, "Bro, you were not supposed to see that." So I asked the question. I'm like, "Yo, why was the door not locked?" And he was saying, "Oh, I didn't think anybody was gonna walk in." And I'm like, "Well, somebody did." And he's like, "Yeah, bro, I'm sorry. You really shouldn't have seen that. I know you're probably scarred." And I'm like, "Dude, I've seen worse. It's fine. I have seen worse, and I will be telling those stories of worse stuff that I've seen. Trust me, this is not the worst thing I've seen. This is not the first time I've walked in on somebody doing this. But after that, I tell Brad, I'm like, yo, it's fine. Just please lock the door next time. Like, please be smart. He's like, don't worry, man, I will be. And then I just make the joke. I'm like, so y'all had fun? He's like, oh, hell yeah. And I'm like, all right, dude, whatever. And, I didn't really feel like doing anything. I was trying to talk to some women, but, they didn't really seem interested, or they were just way too fucked up to even comprehend or even say a sentence. So I didn't really try. I was kind of more there just because me and Brad were bored and had nothing to do. But after that, it didn't get awkward. We started having normal conversations. Getting off topics of that stuff. Saying, just talking about what we did at the party. We all know what Brad did though. But yeah, after about 15 minutes more, we go back to my house. Brad drops me off, and I tell him have a good night, and he goes back to his house. And after that, I just go to sleep, wake up the next morning, and just thought, damn, that really happened last night. Because to this day, I still cannot believe it. Like I can just see it in my head right now while thinking about it. I'm like, dude, what was Brad doing? But yeah, let me know if y'all have ever experienced something similar to this, or experienced what Brad just experienced, like with someone while walking in on you doing it. I haven't had that happen, not yet. Knock on wood. But yeah, that's basically the end of the story. If y'all did enjoy, please be sure to like and subscribe. Thank y'all for watching, and have a great day. I'll see y'all later. Peace. I can't believe we ended things. I am so through. Thought you would be my girl, you were my whole world, but now I watch the memories go into a swirl. Things that I